You are not defined by your past, regardless of what you have done, regardless of what mistakes you have made, regardless of what decisions you have made that don't make you feel good. You are not defined by your past. I want to welcome you to a Rise and Build with your girl here, Yakinea Marie. And my only goal is to inspire you and ignite you to go higher in what God has called you to do. So what I'm going to talk about today is simply, you are not defined by your past. Myself personally, I have shared my story before, of me being a former exotic dancer, former drug trafficker. That's like 1% of 1% of the stuff your girl done, okay? But I'm thankful for the grace of God that has brought me out of that lifestyle over 23 years ago, right? But I remember when I came out, I still was bound. Although I was no longer trafficking drugs, although I was no longer half naked on the stage, I still felt unworthy. I still was embarrassed by my past. I still was giving definition to myself because of what I had previously done. And it was affecting me presently, not like this present, but back then it was affecting me so much so that I could not move at a pace that I wanted to move because that was always in my mind. I didn't want anybody to find out about it. I was extremely embarrassed about it. So all I want to come on here to say today is you are not defined by your past. Once I came into a realization that I am not my past is just a part of my story, which is set up to encourage people not to make the same mistakes, right? God turned that story into a message, as many would say, turn that mess into a message in order to provoke many people to be able to understand that they too are not defined by their story. So I just want to come on here and just remind you, you're not defined by your story. And I'm going to remind you of this right as well. The Lord told me that you cannot build until you arise. So I want to encourage you to download my free ebook, Arise and Build, when God rewrites your story. He's not rewriting the story that he has written for you. He's rewriting the story that you have written for yourself. That's what he did for me. It's in the description. Make sure that you grab it. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video if I said at least one thing that resonated with your spirit. So if you have to constantly tell yourself daily, I am not defined by my story, I want you to do that. I want you to do that. Anytime the enemy try to rehearse your past to you, tell him, baby, you have been redeemed by the blood of Jesus Christ. Okay, you're God's.